I decided to finally stop being shy and cut my hair. I'll probably time lapse it or something, so we'll see how this turns out. So typically what I do, I just make my line, obviously, right? See my clippers? See, that's closed, right? That's a zero closed, right? There's no guard closed. So what I do is I make my line at a notch up, right? And then after I make my line at a notch up, I close it completely, and then I take out the rest of the hair from the bottom there, okay? That's usually what I do. It just helps a little bit better with the fade from closed up, all right? Okay, so that line is pretty straight going across, right? So I'm going for a low fade, right? That's just where I start my line at. So it's not too bad. All right, and honestly, it don't have to be completely 100% perfect, right? Like a straight line. Because once you start blending it in, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but as straight as you can. See, here's a little crooked, but as you can see, it's still same. I mean, you'll start fading it in, and it really, that stuff really wouldn't matter. Right, so that's good. Another important thing to do too, as you're fading, is brush. Okay, now I go open, right? No guard open. So close, open. Now I start just playing with it, right? So I go from open, right? Open, I'll open, and I just start bringing it down slowly, right? So as I'm fading around, I'm bringing the notches down, no further than half, right? So maybe 2 clicks, 1, 2, right there, right? And no more down than that, right? Because remember, when I made my line originally, I was already open. That's halfway right there, so no further than that, right? So I'm gonna start coming down. So this is called down fading, right? I'm just down fading. And don't quote me, because I never went to barber school. So from what I understand, it's called down fading, right? Every technique that I know, right, I self-taught. It wasn't me going to school or nothing like that. Actually, it's not until recently I started watching cutting videos, right, on YouTube and stuff like that. Just recently, honestly, because I always was set in my ways, so I learned how to cut on my own. So I don't know terms. Anything that's under the line, the visible line, see, like right here there's a line, see it? You're just going down and you're just fading that line up, right? So now I already run around like that, so I'm gonna bring it down a little bit more. I'm gonna go to half now. Now that I'm at half, I'm just gonna flick, right? Flick, flick. I'm just flicking here, right? See, that line is pretty much faded now. You can kind of see a little bit over here. And that's fine, you just continue to flick. If it's still there, go ahead and go down a little bit more, right? And flick it again. See that? Brush. I mean, a lot of barbers, they brush. So what they'll do is, as they're fading, they're brushing, and it's a smart thing to do, right? So I'll do it when I'm messing with somebody who got hair that is very curly, right? That every time you kind of go like that with the clippers, you go in an upwards motion, the hair curls up, right? And you got to brush down, right? Every time. But with my hair, I kind of know my hair. And I know that I don't have to brush every 5 seconds, right? So I just brush after I do a fade all the way around. I'll brush it a little bit, and then I'll continue to move, right? So now I go from open, right? From open. That's where I was at right now. I'm gonna go open with the one. With the one, right? Open one. And now I'm gonna flick up, okay? And pretty much it's the same concept, because then I'm gonna down fade again. As you can see, it's already starting to kind of take shape. The magic happens right around these areas. A little bit further up, with like a 1.5 or 2 guard, I'll blend the rest of it upwards, and I'll cut a little bit off the top. Just a little bit. I actually wanted my hair to grow, so I may just cut a little bit. As you can see, it's already starting to take shape right there. And you just want to make sure that as you go, you kind of got both sides even, right? So, bam, right, bam. So you just make sure that you kind of got them even so that it looks better, right? You don't want one side higher. You don't want this fade to be up here and then this one to be down here, right? So you just pay attention to that. All right, now I'm gonna down fade again. So I'm gonna go from open all the way. From open all the way, I'm just gonna go ahead and go down. I'm gonna start maneuvering it down as I go, as I see. Like there's no specific like way all the way around. I mean, there's fade charts on how to fade, right? From where like it'll circle around your head on, you know, you need to be at a 1.5 here, one open here, one close here, right? Like, but I don't do that, right? I mean, from here, once you're fading, all you're doing is maneuvering this, right? That's all you're doing. Traditional clippers, there's no notches, right? On traditional clippers, there's no notches here, right? So you just kind of like go as you feel it and go, which I'm good at too. I've been accustomed to using traditional clippers. I just got these like 2 months ago. These clippers are amazing, right? Because it just makes it easier. You know, you just do one of these right here, notch it down, and it works, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and start down fading, okay? I'm gonna leave the bottom alone now. I'm gonna start fading from top down now. So right here, whatever line I still got here, that's fine. I'll eyeball it at the end, right? But now I'm gonna start a blend from a top to bottom, okay? I am not a scissor guy. I'm sorry, like I don't know how to do scissors on especially not on myself. I could try. I've done it on other people, right? Just minimal scissor, like scissor over comb. I'm trying to learn how to do that, right? But on myself, I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to do a scissor over comb. It's too awkward to hold your comb and do all that, right? I've even tried a clipper over comb on myself. I can't do it. Clipper over comb on somebody else, I could do a lot better because I can eyeball it, right? So my eyes are already accustomed to fading, so I know what I'm looking for. So with a clipper over comb, it makes this a little bit easier up here, right? But I can't do it on myself, so it takes a lot more effort and a lot more time and a lot more skill to be able to fade yourself without using any type of scissors, right? So and I gotta be careful, right? Because I haven't made my part yet. So I am gonna have a part, right? And I'm gonna comb from the part that way, or comb over that way from the part. I haven't made it yet, so I have to be very careful right now as I start cutting that I don't cut hair that's supposed to be going that way, right? Because then it ain't gonna look right. So typically you want to spray it down your hair, right? Wet it to kind of keep it still this way, right? Well, I'm gonna do that in a minute. First, let me go ahead and kind of try to get this 2 in there and see what I could do with it, right? I go with 2.5. two open. So two, all the way open, all the way open. All right, so I use that two open, right, to kind of get the top faded. I'm gonna go with the two closed now at the very bottom of where I started flicking up, right, just to fade the bottom line that was connecting the one open. So look how it looks so far, right? I'm gonna go ahead and make a turn. There's still a line there on the bottom. Again, that line will get erased, right? I'm just trying to get the top blended now. And then the middle I'll be able to deal with, you know, once I'm done. That's just my technique. Again, everybody does it differently, but that's just how I do it, right? This right here, cutting hair is all about technique. That's it. Just what technique do you use? You know, some people could fade with a clipper, right, with no guards, right? Just go from closed all the way up to open on the clipper setting, and then from there use a comb, right, and then do clipper over comb, right, and their guard is the comb, right? Some people could do that. One day I hope to get to that point, right? Maybe take some barber school classes or whatever to try to get better at what I do. But I'm pretty efficient for myself, right? And I like the way I cut my own hair better than anybody else cuts my hair, right? There's probably one barber that I would allow to cut my hair, and his name is Ivan from Who's Next Barbershop, right, on Fullerton. Right, so he's probably the only one that I'll allow to cut my hair. Other than that, I don't let nobody else cut my hair. So I know my brother Eddie Lopez. I know he's good too. I know that for sure. But I mean, I never got a haircut from him. But that's probably a second person that I know that I'll probably let cut my hair. Other than that, if I don't know you and I haven't seen you cut hair, you probably ain't cutting my hair, because I'll spend another 30-40 minutes at home trying to fix your mistakes, right? All right, so now I'm gonna go with a 3. I'm gonna go with a 3. The 3 is what's gonna be my bridge between the top of my head and the bottom of my, and the actual fade, right? So I'm gonna go with an open first, with a 3 open. all I'm doing here, I was at first with the 3 open. Now I'm doing 3 closed, and I'm flicking up, right, to bridge that 2 to the 3 open. To bridge it, I'm flicking. Right? Look at that. Alright, I'm gonna go with a 4, right? My 4 is going to be, in order to get the top of my hair right here, trying to get it a little better with a 4 open. I go with a 4 open here. And again, I'm flicking, right? Because I don't want to bring that line way too up. Again, this is more complicated doing it to yourself. If I was doing it on somebody else, I would probably use a clipper over comb technique. If I learn how to do scissors, I would do a scissor over comb right here. Right? But I don't know how to do that just yet. And the natural part, right? Because it's got to be a natural part. If you're in the army, right, and you got a haircut, right, you're technically supposed to have a natural part. You're not supposed to, part it like over here, nothing like that. It's gotta be natural. So wherever you comb over, right, it should line up with your line back here, right? That's just a natural, see? It's a natural part of your line. So you use that to kind of bring that line this way, right? So this line will go from here all the way around, right, to there. And then from that line up, your hair is combed that way. From that line down, it's brushed down, right? That's why when you're cutting your hair, when you're fading it up, from there you gotta brush down. If you don't, it ain't gonna look right. So you have to brush down. You can kind of see the natural part right there, right, coming through. All right, now I'm gonna fade. I'm gonna finish hiding these lines on here, right? Once I do that, then I'm pretty much done, right? All I'm gonna do is then spray the top of my hair down with some water, make my part, right? Make my part, and then edge up, do my edge up, right? So. 1.5, open and work downwards. And this is a flick. This is where if you don't pay attention, If you don't pay attention here and you don't flick it properly, you're gonna make another line up here. You don't want that, right? Because then you just messed up your whole haircut. You gotta go around again. I'm gonna go with a half, right? To try to, there's like a little line down here, right? Little line down here. And I'm gonna blend in a little bit with the half, right? I'm gonna go probably about halfway, maybe two clicks up. Here's a trick I was telling you guys about. See these left? Look, check this out. Left, right. Okay, see how they are? Like that. They go upwards. See that? For those of you that are kind of having trouble fading your sides over here, which mine just faded pretty well, right? Both sides are faded pretty well, so you can see. But if you're having trouble fading your sides, you could definitely throw these on, right? That's actually how I learned. I used to fade my hair like this predominantly. I would just open it up all the way and then kind of eye it, and if I need to go lower, I would go lower, right? So I'll come right here and then I just kind of sweep it. So I just do this. Do one of these right here and just kind of go in that direction like this. straight edge to go 0 all the way around, right? To bald the bottom. And I'm flicking up to meet with the closed, right? With the 0 closed on my bigger clippers. So I'm flicking up. Right? These shavers. It needs to be brushed, right? So, but the fade is pretty good. I ain't complaining about the fade, right? So it's pretty good. So let me go ahead and get the top done. All right. So I wet my hair a little bit to make the part line. Okay. As you can see, the fade is there. The fade is done. See, all around. Now, I need to make my part, right? So I could do my line up in the front. So just go around, right? Lay the hair down as much as possible. So separated the hair, right? So I use these T-liners to kind of lightly go over the separation line to help me always find where it's at and brush, right? So it's pretty much what it looks like. Right? Like I said, I don't really care about this side. This side will get brushed. So now what I do to finish up my line is gonna be, I just use scissors. Just go straight line. There you have it. I am gonna trim this down, but I'll do that on my own. I'll take a picture once I'm all done. See that? The fade did come out pretty good. All right. Right there. People. So hope you guys continue to enjoy your day, right? It's the first time I ever do this, so hopefully you guys like it. Okay, there's a few shadows back there, so it looks like it's up, but it's fine, everything's good. Hope you guys liked it, right? Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope if any of you guys want to learn how to cut your hair, hope this kind of helps you. Right? Just kind of, I guess. I've never been to barbershop. I've never been to barbershop school. I've never worked in a barbershop, none of that stuff. So this is just me, how I learned how to cut hair, right? Years and years ago, right? So I'll take pictures, right? And post them with the video. You guys have a blessed rest of your day. Bye-bye.